Hi, this is Christopher Sigmond, and I'm here to present my signature model, The Art of Dynamic Balance. At the top of the screen, you can see the Greek letter phi, which consists of a circle and a vertical line coming together beautifully in harmony. And that's the very essence of dynamic balance. Circular being, the linear doing, coming together in harmony. All right, let's dive in. And we start with this ocean, this peaceful ocean, and consider this an illustration of reality. Now, here comes a wave, and the art of dynamic balance is about learning how to surf on the edge of reality. In other words, to come fully alive. And that's what I guide visionary leaders to do. So, at the very center is the golden promise, learning surfing. And there are three lighthouses guiding us. The first one is inspiration, the second is harmony, and the third is play. And these also correspond to inspiration for the linear, harmony for the circular, and play for the union of the two. Now, on the way towards these lighthouses, there are obstacles. The first one is, why am I here? The existential dilemma. Where do we come from? Where do we go from here? Is there a point to all of this? The second obstacle, am I loved? Am I good enough as I am? Am I strong enough? Am I worthy? And the third one, feeling stuck or isolated. Things aren't moving. It's just like I have no one to talk to. So these are the obstacles. Now, fortunately, there are solutions to overcome these obstacles. For the first one, it's curiosity and clarity. For the second one, it's grace under pressure. And for the third one, flow and frolics. Curiosity and clarity illuminates the path. Grace under pressure, so that rather than being crushed, we transform like a diamond. And flow and frolics, having fun, playing. These are the three emeralds. And for each of these, there are three sapphire initiatives, three modalities, if you will. So, in the first direction towards inspiration, we start with embodiment to really come into our bodies on a basic level to take care of our bodily needs, such as food, water, air, exercise, sleep, how we breathe. But on a higher level, also to really be in our bodies and to enjoy having a body that is fully alive, to experience somatic rapture and bliss, this wonderful feeling of being in a body. That's embodiment. Second one, mindset, so that we learn to use our minds in an intelligent and constructive way, guiding us to where we want to go. This includes things like self-talk. Self-talk. How do we talk to ourselves? How do we talk to ourselves when things are challenging or if we make a mistake? How do we talk to ourselves generally so that our self-talk supports us? Are we even aware of our self-talk? Well, if not, that's included. To become aware of how do I actually talk to myself? Am I talking to myself as I would to someone that I really love and want to support? Hmm. The third one, butterflies. To follow the butterflies of excitement, to go for the things that really feel exhilarating. So these are the three modalities, the three Sapphire initiatives towards inspiration. Now let's move towards harmony. There we find listening, listening both to others and to ourselves, learning different ways of listening. Such a fundamental and powerful practice when it comes to connection, communication, collaboration, co-creation. Next, emotions. Such an important part of being harmonious is to learn to recognize and harbor our emotions so that we can really feel them and know them and respond to them rather than react. So that when an emotion arises, we can make an informed choice. Ah, here is an emotion. How do I want to respond? So that the emotions can guide us, be like a compass that helps us to understand what's going on in our bodies, but then to make an informed choice. Perhaps there is fear. Is there a real danger? Well, then maybe it's best to run away. Maybe the danger isn't real. Maybe I'm scared of standing in front of a crowd and talking. Maybe that has to do with something that happened in the past. Ah, well, then perhaps I want to challenge myself and overcome this fear. Next, reflection. So again, to use our minds, this time for reflection, both on things that have happened in the past, but also in the moment, to reflect on things as they happen. And not only alone, but also actually to reflect together with others, like light, which bounces off surfaces like the water or a mirror or glass. So we reflect to see things from different directions. So these are the three Sapphire initiatives on the way towards harmony. And then moving down towards play, we have humor, one of my favorites. To take things lightly and to laugh, especially when things go wrong. It's not the end of the world. To have some self-irony and to also to connect. Humor is a great way to connect, to build trust. Hmm. Next, presence. In a way, presence goes into all of these, but presence in action, that's really what flow is about. And presence has different parts to it. There is the kind of presence that we cultivate when we're meditating or practicing mindfulness, calm, kind of introspective presence. And then there is the presence we can cultivate when we're active, when we're in the middle of something. Let's say downhill skiing. It's a time when it's usually easy to be present because there's so much happening and we have to pay attention. But what about when we're doing something that we might find very challenging? Walking through rain in a crowded street in a city when we're hungry and tired. How present can we be with that experience? To give an example, so that we can learn to be present all the time, come what may. And last but not least, invitations to invite others into our experience and also respond to the invitations that come from others so that we don't have to do this alone. Rather, life is something that we can and I think should do together with others. So whether it is that I invite others into my experience or it's when others invite me, It's not about saying yes to everything. It's about being able to say yes or no as it feels right and be in an interaction with others. All right, there you have it. Art of dynamic balance, the whole model. And once we start working on this, we will come to a clear purpose beyond profit. Profit is important. Money is important. It's an important tool that enables us to do things. It opens doors. It makes life easier. But that cannot be the ultimate purpose of our lives because that's a one-dimensional thing. No, to find a purpose which is even bigger than profit, which is multidimensional and that really inspires us. And to have a feeling that we're strong enough and good enough and truly loved, because after all, we are love. To really tap into that emotional high resonance of love, love for ourselves and love for others. And finally, to come to the realization that it's pure fun being me. Mm. All right, there you have it. This is an invitation to level up to a life of profound fulfillment. So let's go on an exhilarating journey together. If this resonates with you, I invite you to have an exploration call. And then we can talk and see what may come next. Welcome. Thank you for your attention.